Hello, hello. Welcome to our second live Q&A session for YouthWorks 2022. We are super excited to see you all here because that means you are in the process of applying for a summer job with us. Me and my team will be going over the YouthWorks application, the required documents, and how you get paid. We know those are all things that you need to know to be successful this year. So we want to make sure you have all the information you need, and we answer any questions that you have. So if at any point during this stream you have a question, go ahead and drop it in the chat, and we'll make sure to get to you. So I'm going to go ahead and pass it over to my team. They'll introduce themselves, and we'll get started.
Good afternoon, Baltimore youth. Welcome again. My name is Sharice Hill, and I am a unit supervisor for the Mayor's Office of Employment Development. I am a part of YouthWorks, and I am excited to introduce an amazing opportunity for you to be a part of our team working this summer. We are going to start out with our agenda and let you know what things you'll need to do to complete this process for yourself and to become a part of a summer employment opportunity. So we don't want to list it so much as an agenda, but we're going to go through some very important information with you today to let you know what you'll need to be successful in your application process. So we will be giving you important dates today. We'll also let you know if you are eligible as a youth, what will it take to be eligible? We'll let you know also how to complete that application by sharing with you a video to show you exactly what needs to be done to complete your application. And then we'll give you a quick preview of what our YouthWorks website will entail. Then we're going to let you know what required forms and attachments that you'll need to complete that application process, what completing your application looks like, letting you know what your payment options are. How are you going to receive your paychecks for the summer? And then we're going to have a preview for our Security Plus. If by chance you'll have to go to summer school, what is that going to look like? What is summer school and our credit recovery? And what are some common mistakes we find on our applications? And then we'll go through some frequently asked questions. YouthWorks, are you ready? If you're ready, we're ready to receive you. This is an opportunity once again for you to be employed by YouthWorks this summer for the year of 2022. It's going to be a 5-week paid opportunity for you. You'll be with us for 5 weeks. 5 hours a day. So your whole day will not be consumed with YouthWorks, but you'll just be giving us a little bit of your time, but you'll have 25 hours a week to work with us. And guess what? That $12.50 an hour is definitely going to add up. You are going to have some coins this summer. You'll have money to spend. You'll have money to save. What you do with your check is totally up to you. Come on and join us for our youth session this year from July 5th to August 5th. That's our 5-week session. Don't miss out. So we're going to go through our application process with you once again. Want to give you some quick dates to remember. Oh my goodness, the time is quickly approaching. Have you already put your application in? If you have not, you have until this moment, until April 1st to submit that application. Please don't be a fool on April Fool's Day. Make sure you have those applications in. April 2nd will be too late. Also important dates to remember. Guess what? If you are having trouble uploading any documents or completing your application in any way, here is an opportunity for you to come and meet with us in person to do those application drop-offs. We will be reaching out. It won't be it will be on a first come first serve basis because we'll be doing that by appointment only. And the time frame for that will be March 1st to April 1st. We again will be doing in-person drop-offs, so that will be your opportunity to give us your documents in person. If you are a pro and you are uploading your documents online, you have until, guess what? Tax deadline day. Let mom, dad, parent, guardian know, hey, while you're submitting our taxes this year, this will also be the last opportunity you have to get our forms in and upload it online before that deadline closes. Please make sure you get your uploaded documents in by April 15th. Who is eligible to work with YouthWorks this year? Oh gosh, we are calling all Baltimore City youth from the age of 14 to 21. You are eligible to be a part of our team this year. We'd be excited, encouraging you to come and join us this year. If you're 13 and you're wondering, can I be a part of the team? Absolutely. But here's the catch. You have to be 14 by July 1st, 2022. So guess what? If your birthday's on July 2nd, I'm crying with you because you won't be able to join us until next year. But if your birthday is June 30th, man, you have made the cusp. You can be a part of our team. If you want to know how you can get through to completing your application online, there is a video on our YouthWorks website that will give you a step-by-step guide to show you exactly what you'll need to do to complete that application. It also lets you know how to complete documents. There's no step that we haven't covered for you on that how-to video. Grab a pen, grab your paper. If you got your phone, grab that too. iPad, laptop, tablet, whatever you have, we're taking this opportunity to wait for you to grab anything you need to get this information down. We want to make sure that you know where to go. How do I apply? Where am I uploading these documents? We want you to take down this address right now. Go to our website. It is youthworks.oedworks.com. Please write that down. Once again, it is youthworks.oedworks.com. That is your gateway to getting your application in with us and uploading those documents. Last time, it's youthworks.oedworks.com. How to complete your application and get those attachments. Do you need help completing those forms? Again, go to our website, youthworks@oedworks.com, and that's where we'll begin. You're going to go ahead to that tab that you see. It's big and bold. You click on that youth tab. And if you scroll down on that youth tab, there are a plethora of options to take care of those documents that you'll need to take care of. Everything that you need will be listed there. All you have to do is click on each form, but make sure that you're downloading those forms when you click on them, because we want you to be able to complete those forms and then attach them. So it's very important that you complete those forms, save them to your computer, to your phone, to your laptops. Save those materials because you'll need to upload those to complete your applications. So those drop-down tabs are essential. Make sure you have all of your information saved so that you can complete your application. That will get you one step closer to you joining us this summer. What is your work permit supposed to look like? Do you even need a work permit? Let's go through those steps. Are you in the age bracket of 14 to 20, from 14 to 17? You will definitely need a work permit. The state of Maryland requires that you have a work permit to work with anyone from the ages of 14 to 17. You can actually visit the www.dllr.state.md.us to obtain your child work permit. Important, you cannot be employed again without having your work permit. But guess what? Are you 13, about to turn 14? We have that actual work permit site for you. On our work site permit, you can actually fill that out on the YouthWorks website. We have a tab for you to click. If you actually go in to your documents, there is a downloaded tab for you to complete your online work permit. That is there for you to complete. All you have to do is click that link. On our online work permit application, make sure that you are filling out that required information, but most importantly, you have to click submit. If you don't submit, it will not go through. But I want you to make sure that you are reviewing your permit before you actually save it. So when you review it, then I want you to view and print permit. Sign your permit though. Make sure it's signed and have your parent and or guardian sign your work permit. All of those important factors will complete your work permit. Once you've actually completed that work permit, please make sure that you download it. You want to make sure that you have a copy to upload for a part of your YouthWorks application. And the great thing about it is, once you do that work permit and we have it on file, we'll have it on file for you for 3 years. You won't have to resubmit it when you return to us next year. But we have so much more important information for you this year. So I'm going to pass it off to one of my co-workers, Miss Shantae Thompson, who's going to take you further to our application process. Shantae, you're up.
Well, good afternoon, Baltimore. Hey. So my name is Shantae Thompson. I am also a unit supervisor for the YouthWorks program, and I am excited to be presenting before you this afternoon. So as Ms. Sharice was saying, our application process is open. It is now available for you to start submitting those applications, and there is a deadline. So please make sure you pay attention to all the important dates that we're sharing with you today. And as she stated, you will need a work permit to be able to participate in YouthWorks as an employee. So basically, the information pertaining to getting that work permit is listed here. So if you're in front of the screen, you're welcome to take a photo of it with your phone. You're welcome to jot this information down, but be sure the top part of that form you're going to complete with your demographic information, your name, phone number, email, and address. And then the bottom portion tells the Department of Labor Licensing and Registration who you'll actually be working for. And because you are a minor, this information is absolutely necessary so that we are telling the government you're absolutely ready for work. So be sure to complete your work permit information. Portion is for you. The bottom portion, you are going to want to jot this information down word for word. Now, one of the things that I noticed in helping some youth earlier this week, where it says work extension, we do not have one. We are accessible at the phone line that you see here. But for work extension, if it does not allow you to submit, just put in 1, 2, 3, okay? And keep it moving. Go ahead and submit that form so that you'll get your work permit to you. And again, save it, download it so that you'll have that accessible when it's needed, all right? Now, part of the application process is going to require you to fill out a few forms and to upload some documents. No worries. The first time you do this, it's definitely imperative that you take care of each step by step. But once you return to YouthWorks in the future to work for us again, if you so choose, you will not have to go through all these steps. But if this is your first time, you definitely have to make sure you're completing your application, you're uploading your documents, and you're attaching the application signature page as well. So that's what we have in front of us. That is to be signed by you, the youth, as well as your parent or guardian. And make sure that you check those 2 check boxes that are on that application signature page. That just says to you that you acknowledge if for some reason there happens to be an overpayment, which we try to be very careful in our accounting practices. But if for some reason there happens to be an overpayment, you acknowledge that you agreed to send that money back to us or ensure that we are aware of that overpayment so that we can take the necessary steps. So be sure to complete that page, check both boxes, have parent or guardian sign, you sign, and you're on your way, okay? Now, again, there are a few attachments that you will need in conjunction with your application. So make sure that you have this checklist in front of you you. And as you're done uploading each document, you're able to check that off and be on your merry little way. So you want to make sure you're uploading the employee eligibility form, which is the I-9, both the Maryland and federal tax form. Okay, you'll have to complete that. And if you're not sure how to complete that, have your parent or guardian assist you, or you can always give us a call. My team and I are at your disposal to help you as well. You'll also want to tell us who you are. So we need to be able to identify who you are, who's working for us, and who and how you are going to get paid. Okay. So a birth certificate, a social security card, those are great forms of identification. In addition to that, I know a lot of the schools aren't giving out school IDs, but if you happen to play sports or anything and you have a Maryland State ID card, that of course is great. If not, no worries. Your report card is also sufficient. Just make sure that it has your name, your current grades, and the current school year, as well as your school name visible when you're uploading that information. And then I think the part that's going to be most important for you is that payroll form. You're going to tell us how you want to get paid, which you'll hear about later. There are 3 options in which you can receive the money that you work so hard for. So be sure to check off one of those 3 options on the payroll form. So let us know how you want to receive your coins. All right. Additionally, proof of identity can be any of the identifications that you see listed. So school ID, if you have one, if you don't, no worries. Report card, voter registration card. Make sure you have a parent signature on the I-9 form if you're under the age of 18. We also accept a social security card, a birth certificate, or a U.S. citizen ID card. All right. And the following documents can also serve as identity and work authorization, and that is a passport if you have one, a permanent resident card, an alien registration receipt card if that pertains to you, and an employment authorization document card. All right. So make sure that you have one or some of those things present when you're uploading your application, again, so we know that you are who you say you are. All right. Any questions about the required documents at all?
So we'll go ahead and start going through the questions. So good evening. I keep getting an email that my son's work permit is missing, but I've sent several times and I don't have a computer. So how else can I send it? So if you've uploaded it and you still are getting that email, there might be something, maybe a signature missing or something's not filled out completely. I would say to just go in and make sure that it's filled out completely, it's signed by you and him where it needs to be signed, and then you can upload it. You can upload it from your phone actually as well. If you're still having problems, you can definitely reach out to the help desk, and they'll be more than happy to help you in getting that form submitted. Yes, you can reach out to ywhelpdesk@oedworks.com, and they'll help you get that taken care of. All right, let's pull up some other questions. Waiting for an interview. So we are actually, go ahead, sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I heard someone else starting to speak. So we're actually not doing interviews this year. If you need to make an in-person appointment to drop off your documents, we're doing those, but you don't necessarily have to have an interview. Okay. So I'll go ahead and read the question. So I keep getting the email saying I am missing the signature application form. I have uploaded it and I'm still getting the email saying I am missing that form. What do I do? So I would say to reach out to the help desk. So one, to check to make sure that everything is filled out correctly. So on that signature page, ensuring that you signed it and dated it, making sure that your parent or guardian signed and dated it, and then making sure you save it afterwards if you're doing it online, and then trying to upload it again. If you are still getting that message, you can reach out to the help desk and they'll be able to direct you with what steps you need to take.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So I'll let someone else answer a question or two.
So Darius is asking, I'm done with everything, but I've been sent a message saying I should update the attachment section. Can I get help? Absolutely. By all means, you can get help. You can call the number, which will be sure to furnish you with that information at the end of the presentation. Again, give us a call. We'll be happy to take a look at that for you, because I'm even looking at that question a little curious about that one. But go ahead and reach out to us and we'll be very happy to support.
Yeah, you can definitely reach out to YW Help Desk at OEDworks.com. If you keep getting the same message, but you've uploaded or updated whatever they're asking for, you can reach out to us directly and we'll be able to assist you. Okay. Okay, yeah. So sometimes there's a little bit of turnaround time. So if you upload something and you get an email soon after saying that it's still missing, there might just be a little bit of lag in the system being updated. So there might be some a little lag in the turnaround time. So if you have uploaded everything and you know that everything is correct, all the signatures are in the right place, all the dates and all the information is correct, if you continue getting those messages, you can reach out to us directly and we'll be able to assist you, because a lot of times it might be something small, like a signature is just missing or maybe it's in the wrong place. So you can definitely reach out to us at ywhelpdesk.oedworks.com and we'll be able to assist you further and more in detail.
My kid just got his ID that's coming in the mail. Can I still send you all the confirmation page of his ID? The awesome thing about this is you have so much time to upload that document information. That time slot is not closed until April 15th. So you've got plenty of time to submit that information to us, T. And we will be glad to make sure that that is uploaded and taken care of for you. So you do have time, no need at all to send the confirmation page. We certainly do appreciate you asking that question, but you've got a little bit more time to get that uploaded and in the system. No, Darius, it actually is not a recording. We are live and in living color. We're in person. We are giving it to you as it comes. You are getting second by second information from us. We are here answering questions for you. And this is girl power going on here today. So no, we have not pre-recorded for you, Darius. We are live and in living color. I called someone about the permit, stating that he can't get one until he actually is turning 13. That is so not true. He is eligible to get a work permit. Again, it's on our website. We have a document listed there for you on our YouthWorks website. If you go to our documents tab, there is a downloadable form for 13-year-olds to get their work permit. So if you go to our YouthWorks website, and click on our documents tab, if you scroll down, it specifically says it is a YouthWorks permit for 13-year-olds only. So you have that option to fill out that information at that time and complete it, upload it, and send it to us.
Yep.
Absolutely, you can.
Yep.
Can I use his passport? Yes, you can. A passport actually surpasses quite a bit of all the other information that you would have had to send. So if you send a valid passport with no expiration date, you will not need to submit a birth certificate. You won't need to submit a social security card. You won't need to send in any other additional ID, but we do have to make sure that that passport has not expired. But absolutely, a passport can be submitted to support the I-9 form.
Hello, does an electronic signature work on the documents? I've uploaded the forms several times and I keep getting emails that I'm missing the forms. Yes, it does. You absolutely can sign them electronically. What I will say is that a lot of times what happens is when people download them, they sign them and forget to save them before uploading them. So if you sign it and then just upload it, it's going to upload that blank document. It hasn't saved those changes. So just ensure that when you're before you upload it, that you saved it first, because that's the part that a lot of people tend to forget. You try to do it online. So I am guessing that this question is related to the work permit question about doing it online. So if you're 13 going on 14, you'll have to go to our website and download the work permit that's for the 13-year-olds. So that one will be found on our website, which is youthworks.oedworks.com. So you'll have to go to the documents tab, or you can go to the youth tab and you'll scroll down and you'll see work permit. And once you click on that, it will give you the form that you download. So the 13-year-old work permit, also to add to that, is not it's not done online. It's a form that you'll have to fill out. When will we be notified our application is 100% complete? So the timeline for this is different, just depending on the process, the time it takes for you to actually upload your documents and things. Typically, you'll find out within the week. Once you submit your application, you'll receive an email saying that your application was submitted, and then a few days later, you should get one saying either congratulations, you're verified. You'll have a verification receipt that you can use to know that you are set and ready for a summer job, or you'll receive an email that lists the things that we still need from you to be eligible for a summer job. So there is no like set timeline, but it should definitely be within like about a week. Okay. Are there any other questions so far? Let me see. All right, so those are like all the questions. So we'll go back to the presentation. If you have any other questions, feel free to drop them in the chat, and we'll take a break after we go through our next section to make sure we get to those questions as well.
All right, so how do you start an application? So as we discussed earlier, you are going to want to go to youthworks.oedworks.com, scroll down to the online application, click returning youth if you're returning, or click new youth if you are this is your first time joining YouthWorks as an employee. All right, so that's where you'll start, youthworks.oedworks.com. Okay. After you go there and you click on returning youth or new youth, the next thing you're going to do, you're going to want to make sure you create an account using an email address. So if you don't have an email address at this time, I'm going to give you a weekend assignment to make sure that you do up an email address, because you're going to need that to start your YouthWorks account. And you want to make sure that your email address is something professional, maybe your first name dot last name or first initial dot last name. It is advisable that you do not use Yahoo or MSN, but every other email engine should be fine. But create an account using an email address. The next thing you're going to do is you'll receive an email verifying that you actually created an account. And once you get that email to your email, you're going to click the link in that email to access your application. And from there, you're going to complete your application in its entirety, review it to make sure that it is error-free, okay? And then upload your attachments, all right? You'll also receive an automated email confirmation that your application was submitted once you've completed it and uploaded your attachments. You'll receive a verification email that your application is approved and that you are eligible for a summer job, or you may receive an email that the application is incomplete and a list of the documents that were not attached. So one person asked a question earlier about that. So definitely pay attention to your email and what it's telling you, because that's going to tell you exactly where you are in the process. Okay. If you are a returning youth and you want to complete an application and come back and work for YouthWorks again, great. We'd love to have you. All you're going to do is log into existing YouthWorks account. All right. And the next thing that you'll do is to complete your application content and upload any attachments. For you, since you are returning, some of those documents may already be there, so you don't have to actually complete all of them. But for those that you do have to complete, make sure they're done and that they are uploaded to your application. And you too will receive an automated email confirmation that your application was submitted. Now, one or two things are going to happen after that. You'll receive a verification email that the application is approved and you're eligible for a summer job, or you will receive an email indicating that you are missing documents. No worries. Just make sure you get those documents turned into us, okay? The last day and the very last day for you yourself to upload those documents online is April 15th, okay? So make sure that you get those turned in with your application and pay attention to what the email is telling you about next steps. All right. Now, in order to complete the application, there's one of four steps. You're going to register, of course. Again, make sure you have an email address. If you need a work accommodation for any reason, please be sure to complete the work accommodation. That just basically says that you may need special tools or equipment in order to do your job, and that's quite okay. We are here for you, and we're here to make sure that employers are able to help you with whatever those tools may be. Some people are, wheelchair bound, and that may require a work accommodation as well. So don't hesitate to say if you need an accommodation so that we ensure that you're set up for success. Okay. Once the link has been sent to your email, complete the second portion of your application. Next is you choosing how you want to get those coins, okay? So choose your preferred payment option. That's going to be step 3 of 4, all right? All right. In addition to that, step 4 of 4 is making sure, again, those attachments. I know you're probably tired of hearing us say attachments, but it is super imperative that you're completing them and that you're uploading them with your application. So you'll click on attachments, then click next to the attachment type to find out which document is being requested, okay? And if you want, you can follow the step-by-step attachments in the bottom of the presentation to show you exactly what I'm talking about, okay? So make sure you get those documents in and you're paying attention to exactly what attachment you're uploading, okay? So once you've uploaded your file, it will show you up here what the file name and attachment type looks like. So you'll see a screen that looks very similar to this one that I'm showing on the presentation, okay? All right, so that concludes my portion. And we will pause again to answer any questions that you may have about getting started registering as a new youth or returning as a former youth that has participated in YouthWorks in the past.
All right, so we'll take a moment to stop and give you guys a chance to ask any questions. I don't see any new questions in, but feel free to bring those questions in. We'll give you guys a couple seconds to see if there are any questions about the application process itself. All right, I don't see any questions coming in. This is of course not your last chance to ask questions. So if you think of something later, by all means, go ahead and drop it in that chat. We'll get back to it.
With that said, I will turn it over to Miss Stephanie Torres.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ms. Torres. I am one of the Worksite Development Unit Supervisors here with YouthWorks, and I will go over with how you will be paid. So you have 3 options. The first option would be a U.S. bank card. If you have been with us in the past, then you have gotten a debit bank pay card. Don't worry, we will send you a new one every year, or you will get a new debit pay card by mail. It would be mailed to your home directly from the bank. If you are using an existing personal banking account, such as M&T, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, whichever bank account you are using, you must provide an official the authorization deposit form. How do you get that form? You can go to your bank and just ask them, hey, I'm going to sign up for YouthWorks and I need proof that I have an account with you all. They will print off your deposit form and it will have your information as well as your banking information proving that this bank account is yours. A Security Plus account. If you are interested in applying for a Security Plus account, we do have a representative who will be on shortly to explain what you would need to do. If you have an existing Security Plus account, you would just pick that option on the payroll form, which I will show you next. So this is the YouthWorks payroll form. Up top, you would complete your information. We do need your social security number on your payroll form because how else would we pay you? We need a social security number, your last, first name, and middle initial. The first box would be a debit pay card. If you are interested in a debit pay card, you would check the first box. The second box is for Security Plus if you are interested in opening a Security Plus account. The third option is if you have an existing bank account, such as M&T, or if you have an existing bank account with Security Plus, you would enter the information there. Then on the bottom, you would sign, your guardian would sign if you are under the age of 18, date, and put your phone number. So up next, I am going to pass it on to Ms. Gloria, who is a Security Plus representative, and she will go over on how you can apply.
Thank you so much, Ms. Torres. Hi, my name is Gloria Fajimolu, and I'm from Security Plus Federal Credit Union. Before I get into it a little bit, I just wanted to let you know that we have been around since 1938, which is a very long time. I think we all know that. And we are so glad to be partnering with YouthWorks just to be able to give you guys what you need. So a little bit about credit unions. They are not for profit and banks are for profit. And what that essentially means is that whatever we make in terms of profits, we give back to our members from what do you call it, better rates, added locations, lower fees, and banks are for profit, and what they make back, they give to their stakeholders, which are their shareholders. Moving forward, a little bit about Security Plus. We have 35,000 members across the U.S. We are insured up to $250,000, and we also have 55,000 surge charge free ATMs. So if you're looking for a branch to go to, you can just find any of them within a Wawa or a Rite Aid or a CVS. You can also check your account balance as well through our digital banking app. We have Apple Pay, Samsung Pay, and Google Pay. When you open up this youth savings account, checkings account, there's no monthly service fees, there's no minimum balance requirements, and you have access to as many ATMs as you need. More than the 3 big banks combined together, by the way. That was a humble brag. So next slide, please. So when you want to open up your account, you have to be between the ages of 14 to 17. We only need 2 out of these items that are listed on the screen. So your birth certificate, social security card, state ID, student ID, report card, the most recent one, a military dependent ID, clinic, doctor, or hospital record, a daycare or nursery school record, and any other document containing your legal name. So it could even be a passport as well. Next slide. You will also need an adult co-signer if you are below the ages of 18, or you can also get a guardian that is 18 to join you as a joint owner of your account. So if you have any questions for me, feel free to ask and I'll be glad to answer. Okay.
I don't see any questions popping up now, but please remember, if you have those questions, this is not your last chance to ask. You can still put them in the chat at any point, and we'll be happy to bring her back to the stage so she can answer those questions.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
So next, I will be going over summer school. If you have to attend summer school, you must register at one of the credit recovery sites in order to be paid for the summer through YouthWorks. Youth can be paid for the 5-week session not 6 weeks. Summer school 6 weeks, so YouthWorks only covers 5 weeks. If you have to do only one session, which is about 2 weeks, then you won't be paid for the 5 weeks. Summer school's 4 days a week. On Fridays, all Baltimore City schools are closed. Your hours may vary depending on how many classes you may need to attend. When registering for summer school, please keep in mind that the APEX program is not part of YouthWorks. APEX is more of an evening summer school that runs from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. That is not part of YouthWorks. You must do the early shift. It's like a morning shift in the afternoon. These are the following credit recovery sites: Dunbar High School, Douglas High School, Reach High School, and Mervo. You would go to one of those schools and register for credit recovery. Once you register with credit recovery, you can ask and request which school you would like to attend for credit recovery. Please keep in mind, if you are in summer school through YouthWorks, that is your YouthWorks job for the summer. You will not be moved to another site or an assignment once you finish summer school. Some common application mistakes. One may be you've started the application but did not complete and submit by the April 1st deadline. Please keep in mind, if you have applied or even registered, it's two different. If this is your first time applying for YouthWorks in general, you would first submit a registration. We will send you a link with the confirming that you have submitted a registration. Complete the link and start the application process. So please pay attention and read those emails that you get from our help desk. Another common mistake is the youth did not submit all necessary documents. We are calling you guys. We are sending you emails letting you know what is missing. Please pay attention to those emails and follow all the steps and upload all necessary documents. Missing signatures on required forms. A lot of youth may have signed the form but did not save it. So make sure when you're completing your documents, you download them again in order to save everything that you put on that form and then upload them to your application. Required forms were filled out incorrectly. If you're not sure on how to fill out your tax documents or what you need to provide, you can always go to our how-to video on the YouthWorks homepage. Frequently asked questions. Can I use my pay card from last year? No. Every year we send you a new debit pay card. We understand some kids may not even keep the old one. They toss it, get rid of it, lose it. Whatever the situation is, we will give you a new pay card every year. Will work sites be virtual or in person? This year, there is no hybrid. So you are either 100% at a virtual site or 100% at an in-person site. How do I select the work site? Once you have submitted your application, you will receive a verification receipt. If you would like to work at a specific work site, give that site your verification receipt. But please keep in mind, this does not guarantee you a job. I submitted an application, but I got an email that it was incomplete. What do? You would follow the steps in the email. Upload all the requested documents that are listed in that email. I completed my application and submitted my documents. Why are you asking me for more documents? Either we were unable to read the attachments are invalid, or the forms are blank or missing signatures. Please, if you are missing, just make sure go back and check. If you receive an email that it's incomplete or you're missing something, just go back to your computer or phone and just double check and make sure that everything is completed. I forgot my password. How do I reset my password? You can email the YW help desk at oedworks.com and they will reset your password for you. Here are some contact information. Our YouthWorks help desk email, they can be reached at ywhelpdesk@oedworks.com. Our YouthWorks homepage is youthworks.oedworks.com. If you have any general YouthWorks questions, you can contact our summer jobs at oedworks.com, or you can call our office at 410-545-1820. You can also call our YouthWorks job number, 410-396-JOBS. Our YouthWorks private sector, they can be contacted through ywprivate@oedworks.com. Any questions?
All right, so I see a question popped in for Security Plus. So Ms. Gloria, we're going to bring you back to the stage. Uh-oh. Okay. So the question was, when will we be notified that our Security Plus application was approved?
As soon as you sign up, there should be an automatic message that will go out to you.
Okay. Were there any other questions for Security Plus? Feel free to go ahead and bring those in now while we have Ms. Gloria on the stage. So it looks like that might have been the only one. But this is still not your last opportunity to ask questions. So if you think of anything else, by all means, go ahead and drop it in the chat and we'll make sure to get to it.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Gloria.
All right. I just want to add that if you also have questions that you need to ask after this is over, feel free anytime to email marketing@securityplus.fcu.org. Okay.
All right. Thank you. All right. If I made a mistake on my previous application and fix it, do I submit the whole application again? No. So if you made a mistake, you should be able to go in and just fix that mistake and save it. You don't have to redo the whole application all over again. I wasn't able to submit my birth certificate when I submitted my application. So if you weren't able to submit it, you can always go back in and upload it later. If you were having problems with submitting it, you can reach out to YW Help Desk, and we'll be able to walk you through and figure out what's happening that's preventing you from submitting it. Yep. So YW Help Desk at oedworks.com. They'll be able to help you troubleshoot what's happening.
And just keep in mind the deadline for submitting those applications or documents again is April 15th. So I'm glad you're asking about submitting them. Just make sure you get them in before the deadline.
What hours would we
normally work?
Go ahead, sorry.
This is an example of a time frame would be nice. It's okay. Teamwork. Time frames really are contingent upon the employer. So they may say they need you to work, I don't know, like 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. or 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. So it's really going to be contingent upon the employer and what they actually need at that time. But you will not be working more than 5 hours per day or 25 hours in a week.
All right. Any other questions? I don't see any other ones pop up. Hold on 1 second. Spoke too soon. I took a picture of my birth certificate and tried to upload it, but it said code 403. I don't think I've seen that message before. But what I will say is to email. If you can't do it and it's just not allowing you to, email us at ywhelpdesk@oedworks.com, and we'll be able to see what's happening with that, and we'll be able to help you get that taken care of. Okay. Any other questions for us? Feel free to go ahead and drop them in the chat now about anything that we've said thus far, or if maybe you have a problem that is really stopping you from doing your application or submitting your documents. Go ahead and drop those in the chat. Okay, I don't see any more questions coming in, but please remember this is not your last chance to ask questions. You can ask us questions whenever you have them. You can give us a call. I'll show you that contact information again so that you can see that those numbers. So you can give us a call at 410-545-1820. Or you can send us an email at ywhelpdesk@oedworks.com. You can do either one of those, and we'll be able to answer any questions that you may have. I see one more question just popped up. Can I apply for more than one child under the same account? No. So each child will need their own individual email to apply. Once you use an email to create an account on our website, it won't let you use that email for anyone else. So they'll need 2 separate emails. Okay. All right. So I don't see any other questions popping up, but like I said, this is definitely not your last chance. We want to make sure that if you want to participate in YouthWorks, you have the opportunity to do so. So by all means, give us a call, send us an email, do whatever you need to do to get those questions answered. We want to make sure that we do everything we can to help you. So please, please, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. Our email is ywhelpdesk@oedworks.com, or you can email us at summerjobs@oedworks.com. Either one of those will get you an answer. If you rather talk to someone, I know it's easier sometimes to just talk to someone to get that thought process out. You can definitely give us a call. The number is 410-545-1820, or you can call us at 410-396-jobs. That's 410-396-5627. So give us a call. We are open 8:30 to 4:30. By all means, please, please, please reach out to us if you have any questions. We want to make sure that we help you do everything you need to do to get a summer job. All right. Thank you all so much for being here with us. We look forward to seeing you.
And tell all your friends and family we are back here next week.
Yes, indeed. So if you have any questions that you think of, you can come back next week. We're here every Friday in February, 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. So by all means, if you have some questions and you want to come back, come on back. We'd love to see you.
You're welcome, Miss Kenya. Thank you for joining us today. We appreciate seeing you, and we appreciate giving you all the information you'll need to be one step closer to being a part of our YouthWorks family.
All right. Thank you, and have a great evening.
Thank you, everyone.